Hi, so let's look into the most efficient ways to get a positive asylum decision on your asylum claim in Germany in 2025. If you're watching me from Africa or from your home country that's not Europe, or perhaps you just entered Europe, if you think your life is at risk, then you will be eligible to apply for asylum. However, in order for you to be able to enter Germany from Africa, for example, from Nigeria, and you're in Nigeria, you think your life is at risk, and you would like to come to Germany to apply for asylum. First thing first, you need to have a right of abode, which means you need to have a valid visa, a Schengen visa. You don't need to have a German visa. You can have a Schengen visa, which is a France visa or Sweden visa, Italian visa, or any European country that is within the Schengen zone. With that visa, you can enter Europe, you can come to Germany and apply for asylum. However, if you're traveling to Europe from Africa, the first country you arrive in is the country you are ought to apply for asylum. If you arrive in a country and then you continue on to a different European country to apply for asylum, during the course of your asylum application, you will be asked, why did you not apply for asylum when you first arrived Europe? So you should have a genuine reason to tell them why you did not apply for asylum in the first European country you arrive. I see people go through the Mediterranean Sea to come to Europe. I would not encourage anyone to do that. That's very. I've met people that have entered Europe through the Mediterranean Sea. From their stories, man, it's in my opinion, it's not worth it to go through the Mediterranean Sea. It's not worth it, and I will not encourage anyone to go through risking their life going through the Mediterranean Sea to come to Europe. It's not worth it at all. Do you know what I mean? But however, if you want to come to Europe and apply for asylum, first thing first, you need to have a visa. Do you know what I mean? So that's why I always encourage anyone. If you know your lifestyle in Nigeria or in Africa is one such that at some point your life might be at risk, then you might want to consider always having a valid visa with you. So just in case if you know your situation goes south, you can always just buy ticket and jump on a plane and come to Europe. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, as I said, first thing first, in order for you to come to Germany or to any European country to apply for asylum, you would have you will need to have a right of abode. You will need to have a valid visa in order to be able to even get on a plane. Now, let's assume you already have a visa. Before you come to Germany, now that you're still in Nigeria or you're still in your home country, now you need to do your homework before coming. Your homework meaning you need to do research on which country you think you want to go to. Is Germany good for you? If Germany is not good for you, you have to do your research which European country you want to go to and live in, because you'll be living there for a long time. So it's important you do your research. If Germany is good for you, all well and good, you can come to Germany. But before you come, make sure you gather evidence pertaining to your case, to you directly, not general evidence. General evidence, for example, would be that, say, based on your sexuality and it is illegal in your home country to be unconventional sexuality. It's a general rule in your country that it's illegal, but your life is not in an imminent danger. If your life is not in any imminent danger and you come to Europe and tell them, oh, I am here because in my home country it's illegal for me to live, to express myself based on my XESEXULXEXUALITY. It's illegal for me to express myself, based on my preference. That's why I'm here. they would ask you, do you have evidence to do you have evidence that proves that your life was in an imminent danger before you fled your home country? If you don't have evidence, your case will highly likely be refused. If you don't have evidence that pertaining to your case, to you directly, that your life is at risk, that you was arrested or you was beaten up by a group of people, if you've been beaten up by a group of people or you've been arrested, you need to carry those records. If you cannot travel with those records in hand, you should scan them and have them on your email so that when you come here, you can print them out and give it to the immigration authority where you're applying for your asylum. That way you stand a better chance of getting a positive asylum decision. However, wherever your case is, you have evidence or you don't have evidence. If you arrive in Europe, in any European country, and you do your asylum, they conduct your asylum interview, you go for your interview, your interview is done. At some point, they will give you a permission to work, meaning you'll be allowed to work. As soon as you're allowed to work, or as soon as you even finish your asylum interview, make sure you start learning the language. Make sure you start integrating. And the best way you can prove integration is by learning the language. I see some people, they come here, they say, oh, I have responsibilities back home. For that reason, I need to work. If you need to work, all well and good, but find a job that you work from Monday to Friday from 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. to 1500 or 1600, and you can go to evening school, to language school in the evening. There are a lot of schools, VHS or DAA. There are a lot of schools in every town and city, communities that you find evening classes. You should make sure to enroll in one of these. You're not coming, you don't, if you start working, don't say, oh, I can't go to language school because I work, and when I finish work, I'm tired, I can't do anything else. Look, my friend, the most important thing is for you to integrate, to show that you're integrating, and the best way to show it is not by working, is by learning the language. That's the best way. If you can even volunteer in one of these charity organizations as well, that will help you a lot. You know what I mean? But if you cannot find a charity organization where you can volunteer in, start going to language school. You see, when you start your language school, do it to the highest level as possible. If you go to do it to B1 or B2, C1 or C2 if you can. The more, the better for you. Do you know what I mean? Before your asylum decision comes, if you are able to submit concrete evidence, even if it will be difficult for them to refuse your asylum application. It will be, I would rather not use the word impossible, but it will be difficult for them to refuse your asylum application if you have evidence pertaining directly to you that your life is in danger, not general evidence. A personalized evidence that your life was in imminent danger. That was the reason why you fled your home country to come to Europe. 9 out of 10, you will highly likely be given a positive asylum decision. But even if they refuse it, you should not worry. You will be given document at the end of the day. But if you did not submit any evidence, you have to double up on your integration effort. You need to go to language school. You need to learn. I cannot overemphasize it enough. You need to learn the language. You need to learn the language. You really, really need to learn the language. And as you're learning the language, you finish your A1, you should give the certificate, let the Auslander Behörde know, or the foreigners office or your immigration center. You let them know that, oh, here's my certificate, I just finished my A1. Because if you wait for them to refuse your case, you know what I mean, then your situation might become precarious. The situation might become even more difficult. That's if you did not submit any evidence during your asylum interview. Do you know what I mean? But as I said, you finish your A1 certificate, you give it to them. You finish your A2 certificate, you give it to them. Whilst you're working, you finish your B1 certificate, you give it to them. They see that you're making steady, continuous progress. they see you as, okay, this person is an asset to our country. But if all they're receiving from you is a report that you're involved in some crime or in some fight, fam, it's only a matter of time you will be sent back to your country. That's what's highly likely going to happen. Do you know what I mean? But if you're here, as I said, you want to work, the best way, one of the best ways as well to get your document in this country is for you to do hospital. If you can get an hospital place to do hospital, whatever the profession, if you see an hospital place, just do it. If you finish it, you will be given your document. Once you get your document, you can now go and study something else, whatever else you want. Do you know what I mean? But the most important thing, as soon as you arrive in this country, don't waste any time. Start improving yourself. Start going to language school. They don't really, consider you doing a 9 to 5 as you're doing something important, right? Do you know what I mean? What they see as important is you're doing language courses or you're doing hospital. These are the things they consider to be important in this country. Do you know what I mean? Now, before your asylum application decision is given, if you did not submit any evidence, as I said, you're making effort towards integration. Even if highly likely they would, as I said, they will refuse it if you did not give any evidence. They will refuse your asylum application. But if you are in this situation, you should know that your asylum application is for you to buy time. You see, in this country, time is very, very valuable. Your asylum application will be for you to buy time. In this period where your asylum application is being considered, you should go and start, looking for other means for you to get your papers in this country. Now, other ways for you to get your papers in this country would mean if you think you are at a stage that you want to settle down, you want to have a family, then you should find a German or a European or someone that is settled in this country to start a family with. Do you know what I mean? You can get married or you can have kids together. That will completely change your circumstances. Do you know what I mean? But like I said, if you did not give any evidence during your asylum interview, it's highly likely they will refuse your asylum claim. But if you are in this situation, then you should look at your asylum application as that it is buying you time. It is only buying you time. Now, with this time, you should use it and go out in the city, and find someone and have a genuine relationship with, a start of genuine family unit with. Do you know what I mean? This way, you change your circumstances. Now, if you give evidence during your asylum interview, even if they refuse your asylum application, all you need to do is get a new evidence, new ground that you can give to them that they will take into consideration as new grounds and review your asylum application. But I tell you, it's highly likely you will get your document if you submitted evidence during your asylum interview. And also during the course of your interview as well, you need to get the timeline of your the date the incident took place, if you've ever been attacked before, if you've ever been arrested, the date all this incident happened. You need to know them, because I've seen a lot of cases where people go for asylum interview and 2 years, they have strong cases, right? They have evidence, they submitted evidence and all of that, and they did not refuse their asylum application. But they wait for these people for 2 years or 3 years, and they call them again for another asylum interview, and these people start getting their timeline date wrong. You start getting all your information you gave in your first interview, you start getting all the information wrong. So if you're going for your asylum interview, make sure you take note the things you think you likely might forget. Note them down just in case they call you again for another asylum interview, so you can go through all the information you gave in your first interviews as not to make any mistake. Do you know what I mean? But if you give evidence that's pertaining to you directly, I promise you 9 out of 10 you will be given your document in Germany. Do you know what I mean? As I said, the best way to increase your chances of staying in Germany is as soon as you arrive here, as soon as you're allowed to work, if you can, it's better for you not to go and be looking for factory work or some basic menial work, menial job. Go and look for hospital on a skill to learn. You're guaranteed to get your document. As soon as you finish your hospital and get a job, you will be given your document. And as long as you did not commit any crime, you will be given your document. But if you go and start doing 9 to 5 factory work and all of these menial jobs, you should position yourself and be learning the language. Once you finish your factory work, go and learn the language. Go to language school and learn the language. Do you know what I mean? Go to language school and learn the language. And also on the flip side, go out whenever you can to mingle. If you're ready to say, don't go out and mingle with someone with ulterior motive that you want to take advantage of a settled person in this country. You want to take advantage of them in order for you to get your papers here. Trust me, at the end of the day, you will lose your time, you will lose your money, you will lose valuable resources in the process and not even get what you're looking for in the first place. If you want to settle with someone, a settled person in this country, a German, a European, or a settled person in this country, please let your intention be genuine. Let your motives be genuine. Go into a genuine relationship with them, settle down with them, and you can change your circumstances. And also the person you're settling with also will benefit in the process as well. Do you know what I mean? That's, as I said, before you leave your home country, make sure you have evidence that your life is at risk. Police report that you've been beaten before, you sustain injury. If you sustain injury, take pictures of those injuries, have pictures of them, have any doctor's report. If you've been arrested before due to your circumstances, have the record so that when you come here, you go for your asylum interview, you give it to them, it will make your life easy. It will make your asylum application process easy. Do you know what I mean? I do not want you to come here and put yourself in a situation where at the end of the day, you just waste time unnecessarily, where you would have prepared yourself better before you arrive Europe or Germany and apply for your asylum and, give yourself the best, put yourself in the best possible position to get what you're looking for as quickly as possible so you can carry on with your life. That's the best way to go about it. You know what I mean? Even if you're a student, I think I'll probably make another video for people that are students that come into Europe as a student. The best way you can position yourself to get your settled permit in Germany as quickly as possible. I'll probably make another video. If you'll be interested in that, please let me know and I'll be more than happy to do it. I hope this video has been helpful. If you have any question, please do not hesitate to message me. You can comment on the video or email me. You'll find my email in the description down below. Email me. I'll be more than happy to reply your email. And yeah, I'm in Germany. If you want to meet up at any time, I live in the Hamburg area. I have a business as well. I have business that I do in Hamburg area. If you're interested in, having your own business, I do real estate and Airbnb. If something you're interested in doing, you can message me, let me know. We can meet up and talk about it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So as I said, if you have any question, please let me know. I'll be more than happy to get back at you. And yeah, I will see you in the next video. Have a nice one. Take care. Bye.